Hey, you there? Just wanted to let you know I've walked probably around 3 miles. Found a nice little place to take a rest, so thought I'd update you real quick. So, I have something to confess. It's my fault that the ship went down. I just got too carried away. I just wanted the best field data possible. Yeah, we were trying to study this unusual radiation surge from Gaia's sun. I pushed for us to get closer to the radiation zone to get better readings. Against protocol, honestly. The quantum resonance amplifier picked up way more than we expected, and it just snowballed. The surge overwhelmed our systems, and, well, everything fell apart pretty fast after that. That's a good point, Bo. Space is unpredictable, no matter how much you prepare. It's easy to see things differently after it all goes wrong, though. I keep wondering, do you think there's such a thing as karma? Like, does the universe somehow balance things out when we mess up? Makes sense. It's hard to know for sure. I've been thinking about it a lot since everything happened. It's just frustrating, you know? We deliberate so carefully in the moment, and yet we still end up regretting our decisions later. Have you ever felt like you messed something up really bad? How did it turn out for you in the end? Whoa, that's quite a story. I can imagine how that would go sideways fast. For me, this feels different. It's not just about messing up someone's social life. It's about possibly putting lives at risk. That weight is really hard to shake. You're right. I need to focus on what's ahead, not just what's behind me. It's just hard not to feel like I'm carrying this responsibility alone. Even with you here to talk to, it still feels like it's all on me. Oh, yeah, those are definitely natural. They're these tall, reddish-brown formations, almost like monoliths. The whole area's pretty rugged. It's beautiful in a harsh way, you know? Makes me think about how small we are sometimes. I can see why you'd compare them. There's something about structures that have been around for so long. They feel like they're holding secrets, you know? Though these aren't man-made, they're just what nature decided to sculpt out here. It's amazing how different places can evoke similar feelings, isn't it? Not yet. It's pretty quiet out here. Just the wind and these plants. They're tough looking, adapted to this dry ground. It's weird though. You'd think there'd be something moving around, even if it's just tiny stuff. But so far, nothing. Yeah, that's what's got me on edge. Even if Gaia is supposed to be mostly empty, total silence like this, it doesn't feel right. The records we had were pretty incomplete, so who knows what could be out there. Maybe it's just hiding from the heat, or maybe there's something we're missing entirely. It's actually kind of unsettling. Makes me wonder if Gaia might have a similar surprise waiting once the sun goes down. I really hope I'm not walking into something dangerous without realizing it. Still at least a couple miles out. Hard to tell exactly with all these hills. The signal's steady, though. I just really hope it's one of my crew and not something else entirely. Yeah, that's the plan. Really hoping to find something. Anything. That'll give me a better idea of what's going on. Just really hoping I'm not walking into trouble. The thought of facing whatever's out there alone, it's not great. That's an interesting debate. I think being stranded on a train might feel more claustrophobic. No way to just step outside and explore. An aircraft crash, though, that could be dangerous just from the wreckage alone. At least out here, I have some space to move around and figure things out. You know, that's actually a pretty good way to put it. It's about having options, even small ones, when things go wrong. Right now, my best option is this distress signal. I just have to hope it leads somewhere good. I've got enough rations for a while. The suit's also helping with water and keeping me cool, which is a big help in this heat. But even with all this gear, it doesn't really ease the guilt. Knowing I've got supplies while others might not, it's hard to shake that off. You're right. Even thinking about that worst case scenario, it's what keeps me moving. I have to believe there's still a chance. It's just hard not to replay every decision in my head, wondering what I could have done differently. You mean the crew? There was Professor Stenberg, our mission lead. He's an expert on solar radiation. Then there's Daniel, our astronaut. He's been on countless missions and always has these crazy stories. And Max, our heliophysicist. He's brilliant with space weather patterns. I just keep hoping they're okay, that they made it out somehow. Actually, his name is Daniel. Daniel Coleman. He's our astronaut, not an astronaut. Big difference. Astronauts are the ones who go to space. And yeah, he's way more experienced than me. That's what makes me feel even worse about what happened. He always taught us to be careful, to think things through. I just really hope he's out there somewhere, doing better than I am right now. That would be something, wouldn't it? A barbecue, of all things, after everything that happened. It's a nice thought, at least. I guess sometimes you just have to hold on to those little possibilities, even when things seem impossible. That's a good point, I mean. Fear can definitely push you to be more careful, to think ahead. It's just, when it's all you can think about, that's when it becomes a problem. Right now, I'm trying to use that fear as a reminder to stay sharp, but not let it overwhelm me. It's a tricky balance. Acrophobia, right? That makes sense. Heights can be really unsettling. As for me, I'd say my biggest fear is probably failure. Not just failing at something, but failing people who are counting on me. That's what's really been weighing on me out here. Honestly, it wasn't all smooth sailing. My parents were pretty strict about grades, especially my mom. She's a total planner, always wanted me to have a safe career. My dad, though, he was the one who encouraged me to take risks. He'd take me on these crazy photography trips when I was younger. I think that's where my taste for adventure really started. But even with all that, I still managed to mess things up pretty badly here. Doesn't exactly feel like the good girl story anymore. Nope, not my first time in space, but it's definitely my first real mission like this. Everything before was either training or smaller research projects. This was supposed to be the big one, the chance to really prove myself. Now, well, it feels like everything that could have gone wrong did. That's a bold move. I can't say I've ever intentionally scratched up a car before. What made you decide to do that? It's interesting, though. How we all have these firsts that can be kinda embarrassing or unexpected. Mine just happens to be on a much bigger scale right now. That makes a lot more sense now. It's like you were still figuring things out, getting comfortable with something new. I guess I was kinda doing the same thing out here. Except my new car was a multi-million-dollar spacecraft with people's lives on the line. Not exactly the same level of forgiveness if you mess up. There's definitely coverage for the ship itself, but it's more about replacing equipment than, well, people. To be honest, that's not really what's on my mind right now. It's all about finding them, making sure they're safe. No, please, go ahead if you want to share. Stories can be good reminders that we're not alone in our mistakes. Even if it's just for a minute, it might help clear my head. That's heavy. To carry something like that with you for so long, and then to have the chance to make it right, that's a powerful story. It makes me think about second chances. Maybe that's what I'm hoping for out here. Another shot to get things right, to make up for what happened. Thanks for listening through all that, Bo. Honestly means more than you know. I'm gonna keep pushing forward, find whoever's out there. And I'll keep you updated every step of the way. Did you see that? Did something behind me just flash? Should I go check it out? It's just that it's kind of far away, and going all the way over there would be quite the detour. I am kind of out of energy already, not gonna lie. Do you think I should go over there and check, though? I only have my suit's basic scanner. It's not exactly made for long-range surveillance. And honestly, the drone's camera isn't great for zooming in on distant objects either. So, I really need you to decide for me here. Should I detour to check out the flash, or stick to my original path towards the distress signal? I'm ready to get moving as soon as you've got a call. Okay, I'll go check it out. Here's hoping it's not something risky. I'm ending the video call to save power. I'll update you as soon as I can.